Good afternoon.
Good evening.
Are you here?
Wherever. I'm shrinking. So welcome to an early edition.
Oh, Tasty Tuesday.
I have a show tonight, so we got to do this a little early, and we do have some helpers
We
tonight.
do have some helpers.
And I'm shrinking. I'm shrinking. I'm shrinking. So tonight we're going to be doing a whole bunch of recipes from the Taste Buds that you can get a subscription to with Pampered Chef for a month or 6 months or 3 months, whatever you'd like to do. So who remembers what seasoning we're going to be using tonight?
Ranch popcorn.
Yes, we're going to use ranch popcorn. It's seasoning in potatoes and some chicken legs. And they're going to be eating this for supper. What else are we going to be making today and rolling in butter?
Corn.
So, and we probably won't put the ranch on that, but I bet you could. I bet it would be delicious. So we're going to get rolling with
Put
this.
on
What are you
popcorn.
doing?
Why not put it on corn?
Well, maybe we should have made popcorn tonight.
Okay.
What are you making?
I,
Sorry.
I'm going to be making a cocktail that you probably have never heard of before. I'm going to save the name for later.
Do you know the name?
I do know the name.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you know how to pronounce it?
I do know how to pronounce it.
Can't wait.
Even the ingredients that are in it.
All right. So we're going to get started. Our chicken isn't going to get completely done while we're on camera, but we'll show you how to do it. But we're going to start with the corn so you can see this done. So for those of you who have an air fryer, we're going to show you how to do the corn in there. You can do it in a quick cooker, pressure cooker, you could do it boiling, but we're going to show you a new way. And all it takes is melting some butter, which we put into the coating tray. We're going to add some salt. So who's going to do that?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stop.
Okay, and we're just going to mix that around, and then we're going to take our tongs, and E is going to just take this and kind of roll this around and then put it onto the trays. And so we're just going to do about 5 ears tonight. They did a great job. It is kind of hard, isn't it? So, yeah, maybe we'll use that one. Oh, that one's so much better. Okay, so you can do that. And so that's all you have to do for the corns. If you want to do something different, there is something that is going around that people are oohing and awing about. We were going to play it a little safe tonight. Didn't know if the kids liked it, but taking chili lime seasoning and mayo and putting it onto the corn and then doing exactly what we're going to do. That is going around like crazy. And then also doing like Mexican corn. Maybe we'll do that in the future for something different.
Mexican corn would be good.
And we just brought back corn from our trip to Iowa. So big shout out to all the Bauer clan that was down there with hospitality, Heinzens and all of them. All right, so here we go. We're gonna start mixing up our coatings for our chicken. So we're gonna have in the prep bowl, we're gonna mix some buttermilk. And we have how much buttermilk? You can put that in. So, and then we're also going to take some, an egg. So we're going to just crack an egg and put that in there. All right? All right. And we're going to whisk it up. We're just going to use the mini whisk. I think it's kind of fun to use. It's a great size. And then we're going to get started with the other part. Are you ready? Nice work, Ben. All right, so we're going to put some cornmeal in, and it's half a cup of cornmeal and half a cup of flour, and we need a teaspoon of the baking powder. Now, the baking powder is super important because it makes the chicken extra crispy. Alrighty, and then we need 1.5 tablespoons of the popcorn, ranch popcorn seasoning. So one, you can each measure 1 in, okay? I just put it in here so you could get it out easier. So 1.5 tablespoons. Okay.
It smells like popcorn.
It does
It
smell
does smell like
that.
popcorn.
Let's get even a little bit more in. Okay, so you can put that in. Okay, so those are our dry ingredients.
Can I put
Yep, and we need to mix that up. And we'll move some of these things. So when you get taste buds, they do come in packets like this, and you get 3 packets with a bunch of recipes to do with them, some alternative recipes, and then access to a secret place with even more recipes. So, all right, so we have those 2 things ready to go. And I'm going to get the other coating trays. These come in a set of 3. So we're going to put our powder in one, and we're going to put our liquid in the other. Okay? Okay, I think that's good. So baking powder is the secret ingredient. Yep, so just pour that in. And then you can pour yours into this one. Okay, so all we're going to do is we're going to take our chicken and we're going to put it into one. Do you want to grab one of the tongs that we just put in there? So all we're going to do is put it in here. Oops, I did this wrong. So you first want to put it in the powder. And then you want to put it in the egg mixture. And then you want to put it back in the powder. And then we're going to put it on here. And this is a half sheet pan with the wrap that can go into the oven. So this is just going to give air all the way around and some crispness. So you can pop it in. We'll give that to Ave. And you can put them in here, and then you can pop it, yep, and then we'll pop it in the other one and get those all ready to go. All right, so while they're doing that, why don't we switch over to Dave, and he can go ahead and get his beverage going. So we're just gonna roll this around. Is this the one wet yet? Okay, so we're going to put it in the wet. And this 2 layers is really going to help make it nice and crispy. You ready?
I am ready. So tonight's beverage is going to be a little bit different. You're either going to like it or you're going to hate it. One of the 2. And it's a cocktail that was developed in the early 50s. It was kind of popular through the 70s. And now it's become more of a retro cocktail that the retro people are asking for again. So I thought I would build one for you tonight. If you like Bloody Marys, this is basically a Bloody Mary, except you would flip the tomato juice with beef broth. That's right, I said beef broth. So, how's that sound to you, Claire?
Interesting.
Interesting, she says. And a lot of people make this in the wintertime. They warm it up, and it's like having a nice warm spike soup. Maybe it's something you'd like, maybe not. So we're going to start off with our shaker. And this involves vodka, as all Bloody Marys mostly do. And again, I'm making 2 cocktails, so I'm going to put 1.5 shots for each drink in my little thingy here. I'm also going to add to that, the corn might need to be flipped, just a little splash of fresh lemon juice. Keep that lemony. I'm going to add a little dash of celery salt. I'm going to add a little dash of freshly ground pepper. A couple dashes of Worcestershire sauce. 1, 2, 3. That was more than a couple. Top that off with a couple dashes of Tabasco. Uh-oh. Maybe. There we go. And then I'm going to add in 6 ounces of just your beef broth that you get at the grocery aisle. You can water this down if you want to dilute it a little bit. And you can use vegetable broth, you can use chicken broth, you can use any kind you want. But this one calls for beef broth. Okay. Shake that up. Would someone mind filling these with ice? Would we do that for me, please? Thank you.
Some extra ice.
All of our ice helpers that are here today. Does this sound good to anybody, do you think? I don't know. Julie, what do you think? All right.
Here's another one.
Very interesting. Kind of looks like a nice warm soup. Thank you, eggs. All right, I'm gonna garnish that with a little lemon wedge. And this cocktail is called, anybody know what it's called? It's called a bowl shot. Bowl shot. So here's a couple of bowl shots for you. Grandma, I know you have to drive in a little bit, so don't drink too much of this.
All right.
Might be kind of tasty warm.
I think, you know what I would like in here?
What?
I always tell you what I'd like.
7 Up.
No.
Oh,
No, I think I'd like some tomato juice in here.
well then next week we'll be making Bloody Marys. All right, so there's a bowl shot for you. Give it a try. Maybe in the winter when you can heat it up. Maybe a little less Tabasco. Was it a little too spicy for you
It's
or
got
no?
a little spice to it,
Yeah.
but it's different.
Yep.
Very different.
So there you go. You can add that to your bar repertoire.
Did you put the celery in?
I did. Yep.
So,
There you go.
all right. I think our guys are just about finished here. Do you want to put the last one on? Look at what a fantastic job they did. Okay, so once again, it's a pan with this rack in it that is made for going into the oven. And this does have legs on it too, so if you want to give it lots of air, you can. But this is going to go into the oven for 15 minutes, and then we're going to flip them, and then 15 more minutes, and it will be extra crisp. Now, Eggs, can you get me that card, please? 'Cause I think
This
it
in?
was, yeah, that'd be awesome. So there were 2 things. Oh, here's the thing, we almost forgot. So the baking powder was making it extra crispy, and so is spritzing the top. So I'm just gonna go ahead and spritz some oil on the top of these, and this will give it that extra crisp. So you just wanna pump,
We really should put some.
and then we'll put this into the oven. So, all right. I'm gonna get our potatoes going. So can you see that corn? Now, recipe said 8 minutes and some said 12. So we're gonna have to kind of see what is the right amount and for people's taste buds here, but,
It's good to me.
all right.
I'd say
So can I give you this for the sink, please? And we are gonna get our potatoes rolling. All right, so for the potatoes, I went ahead and I had 1.5 pounds of red potatoes. We cut them into quarters, and then we cook them. I just put them in our stainless wok because I love this pan so much, and cook them for about 8 to 10 minutes. And drain the water off because the longer you let the water be with it, the more it absorbs that. Bring that rag, please. Thank you. So when you're done, this works really awesome for draining the water off, lifting them out. But I decided I'm just gonna cook or smash these right in here. So our smasher, really, what I love about it is it folds down, and then you just give it a squeeze and it goes up, so it's easy to store. So we're just gonna smash these babies. We're gonna be adding just 2 ingredients to this. Well, 2 plus the secret ingredient. So we're gonna need some ranch popcorn seasoning. So do you wanna grab the half tablespoon and that? We have these all smashed up. We're going to add, you can go ahead and add half a tablespoon. All right, we're going to add a 1/4 cup of milk. If you want to add that, you can. Oh, thank you over there, Mr. Chef. And then we're going to add some butter, and this is just 3 tablespoons. So I'm going to put these in. It's not very hot anymore, so I probably would go ahead and heat that up in the microwave. Now over there, I have a white bowl. You see the white bowl with the lid right there on top? Yeah, that'd be great. So the cool thing is we do have these insulated bowls. So when this is hot, we can go ahead and put this into our insulated bowl, and it's going to keep it nice and hot until they're ready to eat it. So that's kind of a great thing to have. So this is the smaller one. We also have a large one. So that's it. We have, you're going to mix in all of this. You can use metal utensils in here. Safe to do. So just our potatoes, milk, and butter. And we have our corn, and we have our chicken in the oven. And what was the name of your drink again?
It was the bowl shot.
The bull shot. So, very easy, very simple to do, and in no time at all, we have dinner ready to go and on the table. So what do you think? Are you excited to eat?
Definitely.
Which one are you the most excited about? The corn and the potatoes. Yes. All right, what are you the most excited about, Dave?
The chicken.
The chicken. Good answer. And of course, I'm the most excited about the drink then, right?
Right.
All right. Thanks for joining us for Tasty Tuesday.
See you next week.
Yeah, we will see you right before we head up to the Bahamas. Take care.